It's a part of me that I can't let go. What a terrifying place, left alone here in my head. Remember every last mistake, I can't forgive, I can't forget. But if I face my darkest days, will I finally make my peace with the past I buried deep inside the darkest part of me? Oh, how will I be defined by the life I left behind? Face to face with the devil, I am not for some group therapy? We are so excited. I love you too. We are so excited to be here tonight. And with this being group therapy, we need to establish some ground rules first. So let's start with rule number 1, Baltimore. Rule number 1 is this is a safe place to scream, to cry, to be angry, to struggle. All of the ugly stuff that you've been suppressing that we hold down 364 days a year, we're letting that all to the surface tonight, guys. And the only other rule for group therapy, rule number 2, is if we see somebody struggling, we don't assume they're okay. We don't assume they'll be fine. We don't assume that somebody else will check on them. We ask, we reach out, we check in, we make sure that everyone has what they need. Not everyone came to this show with friends or with family. A lot of people came here alone. So let's make sure they leave with friends and new family. Is that understood, Baltimore? A lot of you already know that I'm a trauma therapist. And I was once in a session with a client that looked me in the eyes and told me that if it weren't for their kids, they wouldn't still be here. And that's something that really impacted me. So this next one goes out to anyone who's ever had to be strong for somebody else. I've played out the scene so much in my head, I have to wake up and I'd rather be dead. Haunted by thoughts that the ones are the most. Picture them living alone with my ghost. Kill the pain and kill the family. Choke the dark down, just be happy. Talk myself off of this ledge I go on to now. My personal hell, I'll bury it, bury it. I'll carry it, carry it. Be strong for somebody, for somebody. say to smile. Baltimore, did y'all have a good time with Halcyon? How about Icon for Hire? We love them. They are not just great bands, great musicians, great songs, but great people, good human beings. So please, buy their merch, stream their music, support them, embrace them into our family if you haven't yet. I want to take a second to be mindful here. I'm going to play therapist for a moment. And we're going to kind of go against the grain. Everything about this experience is overstimulating. So let's take a second to be mindful. Take a deep breath. Notice your heart rate. Feel your feet in your socks, and your socks in your shoes, and your shoes on the ground.
That's what's going on.
Wiggle your toes around a little bit. Notice the texture of your socks. Just ground for a second, Baltimore. Let's take a deep breath. Okay. Now that we've grounded a little bit, look around you. You are surrounded by people who have been through similar traumas, struggled with similar addictions, trying to leave similar abusive relationships. You are in very good company tonight, Baltimore, because you are literally surrounded by people that get it. And that is amazing. And despite everything you've been through, you're still here. You're still stuck around through all of it. And that's something that we're going to celebrate on this next song. Escape this life, so jaded you can't see. It's in your suffering and in your strife that purpose lives and breathes. So close to giving up on holding. Never know what could have been. Who would you be if you had just
Like nothing. Yeah, like no big deal.
You know, Baltimore. Sometimes we feel like we've tried everything. Reached out for help. Tried the thing our therapist told us to do. Taken advice and tried everything we could possibly think of. And things still don't get better. But those experiences can be a blessing in disguise because through those, we learn how to show up for ourselves. If you've ever had to do that, I want to hear you on this next one. Fake smiles are holding me together. Words over better. Never had anyone stay long enough to see the weather. Pain and the pressure, carry like a loaded gun. We're going to say goodbye to a few of these gentlemen up here on stage. Goodbye, Matt. Goodbye, Cooper. Goodbye, Kyle. Say goodbye. Wave goodbye. Blow your kisses, whatever you're into. You're stuck with me and Juanita for a few minutes. You know, Baltimore, something that has been on my mind is there's nothing quite like meeting people face to face, looking them in the eyes that care about what you create. There's nothing like it. Making music is cool, recording music is cool, releasing music is cool, but there's nothing that compares to this moment and this real connection. And that has led to us thinking about people who exist in corners of the world that we may never be able to play, that we may never be able to visit and perform for. And so it's led to me thinking about, you know, if you could only send one message to that person in song form, what would that be? What's the most important thing you could say to someone in that kind of situation? Free Palestine! And I think for me, it is this idea, which is the very ethos of this band. A lot of people ask us if we're a Christian band, if we're this band or that band. And honestly, when it comes to what we believe, the five of us are very different. But all that matters is what we do believe and what we can agree on, and that is the idea that worth is not something that you have to earn. It's not merit-based, it's not dependent on the people around you and what they think. Worth is something that you were born with. You brought it to this life with you, It's not something that you have to earn or even build. It's more something that we learn about, that we discover, that we explore as we become more self-aware and learn more about our potential and what we're capable of. So if you've ever struggled with self-worth and being kind to yourself, I hope this song feels as intended, which is a virtual hug from us to you. Hit it, baby. I want to see every light up in the air. We got a sold-out crowd here at Soundstage, Baltimore. I want to see 1,000 cell phones up in the air. I want to see every light up.
Here we go again.
You see that glass half empty
Each time you look in the mirror, it's like the more you try it, your flaws start showing up clearer. You bleed emotion, so devoted to what people say, so sick of hoping, so you focus on all your mistakes. Stop changing, there's nothing to fix when life's a war for you. That's when your post becomes the proof. When you're a little messed up, when you're a little unwell, nobody understands that you've been going through hell. Right here, like this, right now, you are enough. When you've been broken and bruised because the past has been tough, being human is what makes you something worthy of love. Right here, been sick, right now, you are enough. Beautiful. So don't give up with every passing stranger. You find something that you're missing. So kind, accept to yourself, you're anything but forgiven. You bleed emotion, so devoted to what people say, so sick of open all of your mistakes. Stop changing, there's nothing to fix when life's a war for you. When you feel now, don't make it truth. When you're a little messed up, when you're a little unwell, nobody understands that you've been going through hell. Right here, like this, right now, you are enough. When you've been broken and bruised, cause the past has been tough, being human is what makes you something worthy of love. Right here, been sick, right now, you are enough. Stop chasing something that you're never gonna find. Already perfect, but your past has left you blind. So when the voices in your head ain't being kind, here is something to remind you. When you're a little messed up, when you're a little unwell, nobody understands that you've been going through hell. Right here, like this, right now, you are enough. When you've been broken and bruised, cause the past has been tough, being human is what makes you something worthy of love. Right here, been sick, right now, you are enough. So don't give up. Love you guys. Who's cried so far tonight?
I started to. I'm not gonna lie, I
This
started
pleases
to.
me. And I see those hands that didn't go up. I don't think you're slipping under the radar. I'm coming for you next. I won't rest until everyone in this room is an emotional wreck. It's fun.
Like,
It's
I
a
live on a
therapy,
daily.
guys. It's
I
therapeutic.
got you.
So, Speaking of therapeutic, opening up about things, letting things out, something that I notice people really struggle to talk about, especially working with people with complex trauma, is something very stigmatized and very taboo still, which is self-harm. And it's very important that we talk about this because the most dangerous thing that we can do is keep that in the dark. It takes a lot of guts and courage for someone struggling with that to show what's happening, because often we're tempted to respond with panic, with disgust. I've seen parents say, how could you do that to yourself? What are you thinking? We're putting even more weight on these people who feel like they can't take 1 ounce more, they're gonna break. I've learned people tend to self-harm for 1 of 3 reasons. 1, they're numb and they wanna feel something. 2, they're feeling everything, way too much, and they wanna be numb. Or 3, they've learned through life experiences or people in their life that they're not worthy of love and that they deserve pain, and they take that out on themselves. So, if you're someone who's struggled with this, if you're someone who's battling this, I want you to know, as someone who has personally been there, that you're not broken, that it's not your fault, that you can find ways to cope and be kinder to yourself and work through all of the ugly stuff that's underneath those scars, which is far scarier and uglier than whatever's showing up on the surface. I promise you, because I see it. I see people work through that shame and learn to be more compassionate to themselves. So I hope someday, Baltimore, if that's a battle for you, that you're able to wear those scars just like tattoos.
Used to pull down my sleeves, used to put makeup on. So everyone would think I'm fine and nothing's wrong. I buried all the pain, used to feel so ashamed of all the things I wrote about myself with razor blades. But I kept holding on until the final page. Survive the story, cause the ending changes everything. And now I wear my scars just like tattoos, cause I'm so damn proud of what they put me through. I learned without a doubt every mark that makes you feel worthless can give you a purpose. And now I wear my scars just like tattoos. So I'm a miracle. Every cut is proof, another chapter written in the story. What couldn't kill me made me something so brave. I wear them like tattoos.
What?
I found my story down, I've swallowed every scream. Thought if I wasn't fake, they'd think that I'm a freak. I buried all the pain, used to feel so ashamed, until I learned that you can't change the past, choose the frame. So I'll keep writing songs until they know my name, cause there's a kid out there that's hearing this, that's in that place. And now I wear my scars just like tattoos, because I'm so damn proud of what they put me through. I learned without a doubt every mark that makes you feel worthless can give you a purpose. And now I wear wear them like tattoos. No more dysmorphia, I will not grieve. The darkest days that made a masterpiece. I choose to celebrate what made me me. 'Cause a heart of gold, no, it don't come cheap. And this heart of gold, one the world will never. And now I wear my scars just like tattoos. 'Cause I'm so damn proud of what they put me through. I learned without a doubt every mark that makes you feel worthless can give you a purpose. And now I wear my scars just like tattoos. 'Cause I'm a miracle. Every cut is proof, another chapter written in the story. For couldn't kill me, make me something so brave. I'm wearing like tattoos.
Because I told you I was going to be at a concert today.
I'm wearing like tattoos. I'm wearing like tattoos. Thank you guys. Any new criers on that one? That's what I'm talking about. We're getting there. We're getting there. I want to make the numbest, most disconnected people crack tonight, guys. We're letting it all out. All right. Baltimore, how would y'all feel about us bringing Addie from Halocene out on stage right now? We can do better than that. Let's give it up for Addie from Halocene. Speaking of numbness and cracking and opening up, if you feel like you have a lot that you've been suppressing, that you've been stuffing down, but you're so numb and disconnected that you don't know how to flip that switch back up and feel again, you're not alone. This song is called Wish I Could Cry. I built a fortress trading memories for always feeling empty, purpose running from my plate. I made a prison shouting trauma, never found nirvana, cyanide for Novocaine. I've learned that there is no healing in not feeling anything. I made a cage of skin and threw away the key to fall apart right now. I feel like ecstasy, but these walls were built to break. I really wish that I could cry right now. I really wish that I could let this out. Million thoughts in my head, and they all want me dead. I'm too good at holding them down. I really wish that I could cry right now, but I'm afraid that I've forgotten how. Being love's how I cope with the hell that I know, but the silence is making me drown. Really wish that I could cry. I really wish that I could cry.
I've had to wear 1,000 faces, be fake to just replace this panic that my past holds tight. Now every feeling's lost its flavor, 'cause I feel so safer. It's frozen there, fight or flight. I've learned that I'd rather suffer, I would rather recognize than lose the little things just for the alibi. The taste of tender love is worth the sacrifice. I'm living out life.
I really wish that I could cry right now. I really wish that I could let this out. Million thoughts in my head, and they all want me dead. I'm too good at holding
Isn't she great at what she does? Give it up one more time. All right. This is the moment in New York City where I went to the wrong song. But not today, Matthew. I've grown. I'm a different man. I'm gonna do better, Baltimore. I'm trying to be better for y'all. I mean, I also have a set list tonight. I'm not gonna point any fingers. We got. Hey Jeff, you doing okay back there? Oh wow. All right. I could have lived my whole life without seeing that. Well, guys, we got a new record coming out called Icarus. I'm not sure if anybody's aware. And we've been teasing songs off of that on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm convinced, I said this in VIP earlier, I'm convinced that there's no band that teases their fans more than we do. And I'm sure you guys want to punch us in the face sometimes because you get sick of, yeah, we're ready. We're ready for it. I'm sure it gets old, but we appreciate you supporting every single little video we post, because when you don't have a record label, when you don't have deep pockets, when you're doing it by yourself, all you have is the song, the music, and the people who are the new tastemakers who decide what succeeds and what fails. And I will tell you, based on the support that we've had in the machine behind us, we're not supposed to be selling out 1,000 cap rooms in Baltimore, so I don't know what's going on with you guys tonight. But thank you. We're really grateful to be here. We're blown away by the love, and we love you even more. So, with these songs we're teasing, we wanted to ask you, would it be appropriate, would it be too forward of us to ask if we could play something unreleased off of that record for you guys? Jeff, how many decibels was that?
Stop dangling the carrot, don't tease us.
108, okay, that was solid. And I heard someone say stop dangling the carrot. Oh, well, that's what I do for a living, man. We gotta make you guys work for it. Come on now. We don't believe in handouts. And I hate to say it, I'm a straight shooter, guys. New York City was a little louder.
We can do it!
We are 1 decibel away. Let me try one more time, Baltimore. Do you guys want to hear this song? We did it. We did it. Here's what we're going to do, Baltimore. I'm splitting the room right here down the middle. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have you sing with us on this one. So I'm going to point to this side, this half. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Hey! Let's try it over here. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Can you guys be louder? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Let's see what you got. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Cooper, help us out. This song is called Everybody Hates You. Breathe out, my middle name is Nervous Breakdown. I sure could use a friend. Cheaper than violent. Fake lives, fake love. Got money but I still feel bankrupt. It's so hard to fit in when there's no one. What the hell is wrong with me? All things in reality. Calm down, it'll be okay. But the voices in my head say, here owns a record from us with a scarecrow on the front of it? Okay. A few of you. You're gonna have to be extra loud. We're gonna play you our favorite from that one.
I think it is.
Woke up again in the pouring rain. I feel the window shake, thunder in my brain. Every thought is like a hurricane, destroying everything. Thought it leaves no trace. It's on the everything I can for you. What's beside me got against my head, so I live terrified till I pay the debt. Four walls made of skin, feeling paper thin, and I know they can't take what they're holding in. It's death that deja vu, around for blood again. It's hell for blood again. It's hell for blood. I'm a cage, I'm a prison for when no one sees. A shame like I'm sleeping with the enemy. I enjoyed that. That was fun. What a fun song to play. That was for me. I did that one for me. I wasn't thinking about anybody else. I was just having a good time. It was nice. You know, guys, we had a great time chatting with our VIPs before the show, and we had a question in VIP that I thought was really important to address here for everyone. And the question was, you guys release songs that are really dark, that have really serious subject matter. Do you think at times maybe it's too much, maybe you're pushing people over the edge? This person asked me this question because someone they know was concerned about them due to them listening to our music. And my response was this: people who are struggling don't want to be preached to. They don't want to be fixed. They don't want you to tell them what they need to change. They want to know that they are not the only person sitting in that awful dark place. That is step number one. Isolating that person and that feeling is far more dangerous than more people feeling it. But I thought it also led to an important discussion of, you can't just have empathy and you can't just have encouragement. right? We can't just try to fix people and preach to them all the time. If we only released 700 You Are Enoughs over and over and over, people would hate us. You gotta do both. And if all we do is sob story after sob story and validation and empathy and I'm sorry and I'm sorry and I'm sorry, and we never encourage that person to get up and take a step forward and do something about it, we're also not helping them. You gotta balance both. We need empathy, we need encouragement. And that's what brings us to this next song. I think that it's hard, but we all reach moments in our lives where after the validation and after the empathy, which are important, we hit a wall, and there's a moment where we have to decide for ourselves, man, this has been so unfair, and I'm not okay with it. I don't want to accept it, but at some point, what was done to me, what happened to me, I have to accept that it's up to me to decide what I'm going to do with it and do about it. Baltimore, this song is called Victim or Survivor.
The cemetery's full, the makers living life feel like a funeral. The kind of traumatized no one will ever know. The made me fantasize about just letting go until I save my soul with what I can't control. When it rains, you can drown, you can be baptized. When you hit rock bottom, you can cry your pride. Cry to the ground, only you decide. Victim or survivor, be born by the battle, it's with a white flag. Deciding not to die, that might be all you have. You can make a choice and you can be your path. Victim or survivor.
Isn't she also great at what she does? Yeah. All right. Well, sad news. This is where the road ends, my friends. This is our last song before we play adult hide and seek.
Who's ready? I'm ready.
We ready to play some grown-up peekaboo, Baltimore? You guys know how it works. We're definitely not going to be hiding side stage like a bunch of 6-year-olds hoping that you'll ask us to play a couple more. This is it. This is our last song. Just play them. No, you know what? Let's wait a second before you push that button, Cooper. We got a friend in the house tonight. Sings in a band called Dead Eyes. From here, from this area, that co-wrote this song with me. So give a very special round of applause for our friend Zach.
How you doing, Baltimore?
You have 3.5 minutes to go follow Dead Eyes on Spotify while we're playing this song. Let's do it.
I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Now I lay me down to sleep, 6 feet down beneath concrete. If I should die before I wake, did I make peace or mistake?
Your story.